two quantities added and raised to the power of something. This is what we are going to study. Binomial theorem. Okay? What would be the expansion of, say, a plus b whole power 10? Okay, how much will it be? Get the point? So what is this? What is this? Is a plus b into a plus b into a plus b, how many times? N times. Right? Goes till n times. 1, 2, like that. Now if I take a simpler expansion of, say, 1 plus x power n, n times. Okay? What will you get when you actually multiply? When I actually multiply and open the bracket, one term which I will get will be 1 into 1 into 1 into 1, all the ones multiplied of each bracket. 1 will come or not? Similarly over here, a into a into a into a into a, what will come? A to the power n will come. Right? Nothing, no coefficient with a power n. It won't be 3 into a power n or 4 into a power n or b into a power n. It will be simply a power n when a, all a's are multiplied. Okay? Now, suppose I don't take this a, I take b from here and multiply all the a's. What will I get? What will I get? Huh? B power b from here and a from here, a from here, a from all the other brackets. B into a power n minus 1. Is this the only way I'll get a b into a power n minus 1, or there are other ways also? I will get a b into a power n minus 1 when I take a from here, b from there, and a from the rest of it. Right? Here's the point. So again I'll get b into a power n minus 1. Similarly, how many times will I get b into a power n minus 1? N times, because I can take b from here, b from there, b from there, b from there. So what will I get? N times b power a minus 1. Similarly, I will also get a term which will have b square a power how much? Tell me. N minus 2. Can you ever get a b into a power n? Say, if I have consumed all the a's, I will not be able to take a b from there, right? Can I get a b into a power n minus 2? No. If I have taken only one b, then I have to take n minus 1 a's from the other bracket, right? I can't leave a bracket. There is no 1 in any of the brackets, okay? Get the point? So, what you will always get is b power something, say r, and a power n minus r. If I take r b's, then I have to take how many a's? N minus r a's. Okay? There is no other option. So, if I have a b square, I will have a power n minus 2. If I have a square, I will have b power n minus 2. Get the point? The total power, this plus this, r plus n minus r, has to be equal to n. Is that clear? So all the terms have a dimension of power n. Suppose it was a meters and b plus b meters, whole power n is what? Say 1 meter plus 2 meter, whole power n is what? 3 power n meter power n. Okay, the dimension is meter power n or not? 3 meter whole power n. So all the terms should have a dimension of meter power n. This will be what? Say a is 1 meter power n. This will be what? This meter from here and meter power n minus 1 from there. Okay. So all the dimension of everything is, dimension of all the terms is n. Is that clear? Now the point is how many will I get over here? How many b square a power n minus 2 over there? How many b square will I get? Can anybody tell me? One is when I take a b from here and a from the rest of the things. I take this b and rest a, I'll get this thing. I take this b and that b and rest of them all as a, I will again get that thing. N into others? How many? It is same as choosing 2b out of n b's or not. The rest will be a's. So it is choosing 2b out of n b. So it will be what? NC2. Any doubt about this? Any doubt? Similarly, if I have a b cube a power n minus 3, it will be choosing 3 b's. Okay? Choosing 3 b's out of, so it will be NC3 and I will get so many b cubes into a power n minus 3. Any doubt about this? You can also say choosing n minus 3 a's. It's the same thing. This thing is equal to, out of n, you are choosing n minus 3 a's. Automatically 3 b's will be chosen. This term is equal to that term or not? Suppose I say 10c3 is equal to 10c7 or not? Okay? So anyways you write it, it's the same. Get the point? So binomial expansion is, you can derive yourself that the expansion is going to be what? The expansion is going to be, first is 1, I can also write NC0 for this, okay, just to make the formula uniform, choosing 0 b's out of n. So it is all a power n. Next is NC1, which is equal to n itself, choosing 1 b out of n. b power 1 a power n minus 1. Like this it will go. Shall I write one more term? NC2 b square a power n minus 2 dot 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 dot. Any random term in the series would be, I will say it would be NCR b power how much? B power r. A power how much? N minus r. Okay. Dot 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 dot, and the last term would be what? NCN b to the power n. NCN b to the power n. NCN, which is again 1. NCN b power n a power 0. So last term would be b power n, first term is a power n. The powers of a will decrease by 1 1 1 and power of b will increase by 1 1 1. Alag, any doubt? Paka? So this expansion, you know, this is called your binomial expansion. Okay? So if I say it was 1 plus x power n, what would the expansion be? These are some common expansions. So what will it be? Instead of a, you have 1. So what is the first term? 1. NC0 is 1 plus NC1x plus NC2 x square, because 1 power anything is 1 itself, NCN x power n. Okay? Any doubt? If I ask you to write 1 minus x power n, what will it be? It can be thought of as 1 plus of minus x power n, right? So minus x power n would be negative when you have powers of negative. Okay? So what will this be? First term remains 1. Second term will be minus NC1. Third term would be because minus x square is x square. Get the point? So minus plus it will happen. The last term would be what? Depending on the power. If it is odd, it will be minus. If it is even, it will be plus. So I'll write plus minus 1 power n NCN x power n. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Anybody? Okay? Okay. So using these expansion, we have to solve the questions. Okay? This is the basic of the chapter, and this is the only thing in the chapter which is required. You know CR, what is the formula of NCR? Permutation combination you have already done. Right? If I ask you what will be the value of 2 power n in terms of C, 2 power n, what would be this? Now you have to use your binomial expansions. 2 you will write as 1 plus 1 power n. So instead of 1 plus x power n, instead of x, you have 1 over there. So what does it become? It is 1 plus 1 power n. It is equal to nc0 plus nc1 plus nc2, because x power 1, x power 2, everything becomes. So this c0 plus c1 plus c2, if I am not writing n, if I am writing just this way, c3, it means nc3, okay? If it is n plus 1 or something else, I will write it. If I give you this, Palak, you answer, nobody else answers. Till n terms. Okay. What is the value of this expansion? What is the value of this expansion? What? 1 plus 2 power n. So what is the value? It is 3 power n or not? So such terms would be given to you. You have to fit in your x and you have to tell what is the answer. Two plus 11 power n. Any doubt? Now, if I had given you this, you tell me, Karthik, what is the answer? Then you see that most of the terms are in a series, but one term is missing. Mostly they will miss out the first term or the last term. Okay? Anyways, you will complete the series yourself by putting the term and putting a minus of that thing. Okay? So what is missing is, I will put a 2 power n over here plus 2 power n, and I will do a minus 2 power n over there. Okay, I will complete the series. So this, what is given to you, is also equal to this much. Now becomes 11 power n and minus 2 power n. So it is 11 power n minus 2 power n, right? So even if first term or 1 or 2 terms in the middle is missing, you complete the series and subtract that much in the answer also. Is it clear? Is it clear? Now Pradeep, if I ask you, prove that C0 plus C2 plus C4 dot 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 is equal to C1 plus C3 plus C5 dot dot dot. How would you do that? Again, you will have to use one of the binomial expansions, right? Smartly put the value of x and you will get the answer. So if you put the value of x as minus 1 in 1 plus x whole power n, what do you get? When you put x as minus 1, you get 0 is equal to C0 minus C1 plus C2 minus C3 dot 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 dot. Keep all the even terms there and odd terms over there, you will get, right? Any doubt? So it was just putting a minus 1. They can ask you with anything, okay? Get the point? So you have to manipulate the expansion. Is it clear? Instead of x, it can be required to put x square also. It would be 1. You'll have to see, analyze and check when will you get plus minus plus minus. If you put x square, it is, then you'll get what powers? You'll get x square, x4, x6 like that. Okay, you'll not get x power 5 ever. Write down one or two properties and prove it. Write down NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to n plus 1 CR. You have to prove this. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to your LHS is what? N factorial divided by R factorial n minus R factorial plus this is n factorial divided by n minus 1 factorial R minus 1 factorial and n minus of R minus 1 n minus R plus 1 factorial. Okay. Now what is common? N factorial is common. Now R factorial is what? R into R minus 1 factorial. 6 factorial is what? 6 into 5 factorial. So this R will be written as R into R minus 1. So R minus 1 factorial is also common. N factorial is common. Which is smaller of these? R minus 1. So R minus 1 factorial is common. And which is smaller among these two? N minus R factorial is common. Okay. So N minus R factorial is common. Right. In this bracket what remains? 1 divided by R. And this is fully taken. So it is 1 by R only. Okay. And in that bracket what remains? 1 divided by R minus 1 is fully taken and this one is N minus R plus 1 remains. Into this was N minus R plus 1 factorial. Any doubt? Cross multiply, what do you get? If you cross multiply this thing, what do you get on top? N minus R plus 1 plus R. So what do you get on top? N plus 1 and what do you get on bottom? R into N minus R plus 1. Right? This you multiply with this, what does it become? This you multiply with this, what does it become? N plus 1 factorial. Okay. This with this becomes R factorial. And this with this becomes, this is 1 more than this. So it becomes N minus R plus 1 factorial, which is equal to N plus 1 CR. Right? It is N plus 1 minus R. Any doubt? Any doubt? So this will be very helpful in collapsing a big series where it is going this way. Get the point? Is it clear? If I say 6C4 plus 6C say 5, what is it? Huh? No, it is 7C5. So if you are not able to apply properly, it's of no use. This and this gets added when they are consecutive, then this and this gets added. What comes on the bottom is higher of the two. Which is higher? 5. Okay? आगे पीछे लिखने में कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा, then whole series what will you do? I don't know, man. Is it clear? Now proving binomial by induction, it is given in your textbook. You can see and do. That's a very common question which comes in boards. Okay, proving your binomial by induction. You'll assume for n it is true, you'll have to prove for n plus 1. Okay? Now do another question and then we'll proceed. Other type of questions would be finding the coefficient of a certain term. Write down x square plus 3 by x square plus 3 by x. Okay, x square separately, 3 by x separately. Okay, not whole divided by x. X square plus 3 by x whole power 4. Find the coefficient of x power minus 1 in this expansion, if it ever occurs. Okay, if x power minus 1 comes in this expansion, find the coefficient. First of all, tell me x power minus 1 will come or not. Suppose that was the question. Really? X square plus 3 by okay, there are 2 or 3 ways of seeing whether it comes or not. One is by seeing the general term. Now I will tell you other ways of seeing it. Look here, Akansha. This will have how many terms? This will have how many terms? 5 terms. Okay. Expansion of a plus b power n has got how many terms? N plus 1 terms. What is the general term of this expansion? Anybody? Or nth term of this, rth term of this expansion? Rth term of this expansion, TR will be equal to NCR minus 1. Look very carefully, everybody. NCR minus 1, A power R minus 1, B power N minus R plus 1. This is the rth term of this expansion. What is general term we write is NCR, which is simpler to write. A power R and B power N minus R. This is not the rth term, this is R plus 1th term. Why? Because term counting starts with C0. C0, C1, C2, C3. Okay? So C3 is in fact the 4th term. C4 is in fact the 5th term. And totally you have Cn is your N plus 1th term. Getting the point? So when they are asking for say second term or third term, be very careful. Do not find C2 for second term. Second term would be what? C1. Second term would be R minus 1. Okay, getting the point? This is apart from what I was going to tell you. If you have to find all the powers which are occurring, one thing is very clear in such cases, whatever powers occur, they will be at a constant difference. The power difference will be constant. Suppose it is x square and then the next is x power 4, then the next has to be x power 6. It is increasing by 2, then it will increase by 2. It is decreasing by 2, it will decrease by 2. Okay? Let us see an easy way of finding what powers will occur. Okay? If it is a big expansion. You will take common and make something as 1. Either make this as 1, take 3 by x common, or take x square common and make this term as 1. What does it become if I take x square common? It becomes x square power 4 into 1 plus 3 by x cube whole power 4. So this becomes power 8 over here and this becomes power 4 over there. Any doubt? Any doubt? This is a constant x power 8. Everything multiplied with x power 8. These terms will vary with the power of how much? Power minus 3. Okay? Right? This expansion will have a first thing of 1. Second term will have x power minus 3. Third term will have x power minus 6. Fourth term will have x power minus 9 and then x power minus 12. Everything multiplied with x power 8 will have, first term will have x power 8 in it. The other will have 8 minus 3 which is 5. The other will have 8 minus 6 which is 2. Then 8 minus 9 which is minus 1. 8 minus 12 is minus 4. These are the terms which are going to come. The point is this difference will be of how much? Of minus 3 or 3 all the time. Okay? Get the point? When you take common, leave one thing as 1, the other power of x, whatever comes, that will be the difference. First term as such you know. What will be the first term in this also? It will be x square whole power 4 or not? X power 8 or not? So if you know the starting term, you know what will be the other terms. 3 less, 3 less, 3 less. So first you will check whether that minus 1 will come or not. Instead of going for the nth term and then solving and then you will see it comes a quadratic equation which has no roots, this and that. Okay, all this is waste of time. Get the point? First you will see whether the term is occurring or not and then you are going to solve it. Any doubt? Other way of seeing is in this expansion directly first term would be x square whole power 4, which is x power 8. Last term would be this whole power 4, nothing joined with that. Okay, so last term would be 3 power 4 divided by x power 4, so x power minus 4. So your terms are going to be from 8 to minus 4 equally divided. Spacing should be equal. So you have already done APs. First term is 8, last term is minus 4. What will be the other terms if you have 5 terms in the expansion? So you can get the 5 terms. Get the point? This is way easier just to see the difference. Okay. Power difference will be, or common difference would be 3. Any doubt? So minus 1 is occurring or not? So find out the coefficient. You can find out using this directly. This will give no coefficient. Finding the coefficient of x power 1 is same as finding the coefficient of x power minus 9 in this one. Okay? Or do directly for this. 108. Others? So we'll say let the term which is having x power minus 1 is 4CR, first thing, x minus 2 whole power r into second thing 3 by x whole power 4 minus r. This will be one of the terms or not? We don't know that r, but this will have a coefficient of, this will have x power, what was asked? Minus 1. Okay. So you expand this, x power whatever comes should be minus 1. According to that you will find out r. Is it clear? So if I expand this, what is this? 4CR, this one is x power 2r and then minus 4 plus r. X power this much, right? Into 3 power 4 minus r. Should have x power minus 1. So this thing is your minus 1. So what is this? 2r plus r. 3r minus 4 is minus 1. Okay. So your 3r is equal to 3 or r is equal to 1. Any doubt? It should come as a, if it comes as a integer, a natural number, if r comes, a whole number, 0, 1, 2, whatever, not negative, and non-fraction, then that power is occurring. If it doesn't come, then that power is not occurring. That, like x minus 2 was not occurring. If I put as minus 2 over there, r will come as a fraction. That's not occurring, right? R should come as an integer because it's a number, right? Now you will put back r in this and find the value. This I don't have to put back, I'll put back r here and here. So 4c1 into 3 power 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay? 4c1 is how much? 4. And 3 cube is how much? 27. So you have a 108 as your answer. Any doubt? So such questions are very, very cheap questions and they do come. So do not mess up in these questions. Now other type of question would be how many would be the term in such a such expansion. Okay. So they will not give you a single binomial. They will add 2 binomials or do something in the binomial and they will ask you how many terms would be there. So when they add 2 binomials, maybe many terms are getting cancelled. If they are getting cancelled, then you will have a limited number of terms. Okay? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, tell me how many terms would be there in this expansion. A plus b whole power n, a plus b whole power n minus a minus b whole power n. Now you do it yourself, okay? I'll proceed. Just write down in your notebooks. Write down these 4 in your notebooks. Yeah, how many terms will be there? Would there be n terms, 2n terms, n by 2 terms, n plus 1 by 2 terms? Okay. So you have to be very careful whether the last term is getting cancelled or not. Whether the last term is minus or plus. So it depends. N is odd or even. Okay. So this you derive yourself. I am going to give you the answers. Because these are again very common questions for entrance exam perspective. They will just ask you how many terms are there. And if you know it, if you have done it before, you will do it very fast in the exam also. Write it. X plus y whole power n plus x minus y whole power n, x plus y whole power n plus x minus y whole power n is equal to, this you fill yourself at home, it will become twice of something something and something gets cancelled, okay, is equal to dash 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 you fill at home. Part A you write will have n plus 1 by 2, n plus 1 whole by 2 terms if n is odd. Part B you write, it will have part A n plus 1 by 2 n odd. Part B n by 2 plus 1 n even. Have you written this? If n is even, then only you can do n by 2. If n is odd, then only you can do n plus 1 by 2. Okay? Right? And for expansion of x plus y whole power n minus x minus y whole power n, again this will have 2 into something 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 something. The first will have 2 into C0, C2, C4. The second one will have 2 into C1, C3, C5. All the odd terms remain in the second one, all the even terms remain in the first one. Okay. This will have again n plus 1 by 2 if n is odd, n plus 1 by 2 if n is odd, and only n by 2 if n is even. Not n by 2 plus 1, only n by 2. Just check out yourself. Now next type of question, is it done? Next type of question in school, it would be something like 1002 whole power 7. What is the answer for that? So what will you write 1002 as? 1000 plus 2 whole power 7, do a binomial expansion and get it. 98 whole power 5. 100 minus 2 and do it. Okay. Next type of question is whether a certain whether a certain term is divisible by this or not. Divisible by 25, divisible by 16, divisible by something else or not. Okay. Get the point? Using binomial. So if you get a term like this 6 power n minus 5n, find out whether it is divisible by 25 or not. 6 power n minus 5n. So how will you proceed? 5 or not? Divisible by 25 or not? 6 power n minus 5n.
Minus 5n.
Yeah. Whether it is divisible by 25 or not. If it is not, then what is the remainder? Okay. If you divide by 25, does it give a constant remainder? You take n as anything, that is the question. What did I ask? 6 power n minus 6 power n minus 5n, right? So 6 power n is how much? 1 plus 5 power n. I will do a minus 5n later. Okay, 1 plus 5 power n is what? 1 plus NC1 5 plus NC2 5 square plus dot 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 NC n 5 power n. Okay, from here onwards you see you have a 25 in all the terms. 5 square, 5 cube, everything will have 25. So from here onwards it is divisible by 25. Whatever will be remainder will be due to this. Okay. Now this was not asked. 6 power n was not asked. What was asked was 6 power n minus 5n. So minus 5n means what? This term gone. This is what? NC1 is your 5n, no? So this goes on that side and becomes minus 5n. So all these are divisible, but you have plus 1. So what will be the remainder? Remainder of this thing would be, when divided by 5, it would be 1. Okay. This remainder 5 is equal to 1. Any doubt? Any doubt? So similarly, what you have to see is, what is going to happen is, whatever you want, the division should be, they should figure in the powers. Okay, that should be related to this term. So all the powers will go and whatever remains is the remainder. The next type of expansion, next type of question. Is it clear? Is it clear? Huh? Oh, orally tell me. Pradeep, you orally tell me. These are oral questions, okay? You don't have to waste time on this. 9 power n plus 1 minus 8n minus 9. 9 power n plus 1 minus 8n minus 9. It is divided by 64. It's divided by 64. Tell me how much will be the remainder. 9 power n plus 1 will have what expansion? Will you write it as 10 minus 1 or 8 plus 1 or what? 1 plus 8 power n plus 1. Okay? So it will have the first term as, first term would be how much? 1. Second term would be how much? N plus 1 into 8. Okay? And third term would be what? N plus 1 C2 into 8 square. So from then onwards I don't have to bother. Right? First term is 1. Palak, listen carefully. First term is 1. Second term is n plus 1 into 8. That is equal to how much? 8n plus 8. 1 plus 8n plus 8 is how much? 8n plus 9. Right? 8n plus 9 plus 8 square, 8 cube, other things are happening. Get the point? So 8n plus 9. If you subtract that, then it has no remainder. What is given? Minus 8n minus 9. So you subtract everything, no? That means 0 remainder, right? Now you tell me, Akansha, oral question. X plus 2y. X plus 2y whole power 9. X plus 2y whole power 9. What will be the coefficient of x power 5 into y power 3? X to the power 5 into y power 3. What will be the coefficient? You write anything as front and back, it doesn't change the coefficient, okay? Akansha, tell me. What will be the coefficient of x power 5 into y power 3? No, it's oral. It is, the question is to Akansha. Coefficient of x power 5, y power 3. Answer is 0. Why? There will be no such term. What did I ask you the first starting of the class? First to check whether that term is occurring or not. Anything in this world will occur or what? No. Why is it not occurring? Addition of these two should be 9. Is it clear? If the question was 6, then is it a valid question? Yes, it is valid. What would be the answer? Easy way of doing it is x power 6, y power 3 is asked. Okay? Coefficient is asked. Power 6 I have to put directly. So what is the coefficient? 9c6. right? 6 will match the 6, and then the other term would be what? 2y power 3. So the answer would be 9c6 into 2 power 3, right? Any doubt if that was the question, right? You can do anyways, you can take the other way around also, but this way also you can do. So first you have to check whether that is occurring or not. You tell me whether this is occurring or not. X plus 2y, Karthik, 2y square whole power 9. Find x power 3, y power 6, y power 8. Is this occurring? Will this term occur or not? Anybody raise your hand and tell me, will this term occur or not? Huh? If x is power 3, y has to be power how much? Huh? Wrong. 12, no. If this is power 3, then this whole thing has to be power 6. The two powers are distributed among this and this or not? If this is power 3, this has to be power 6 or not? Right? So total power is 9. Initially when I started the chapter, we saw that if you are choosing 3 3s, you have to choose 6 of those. There is no other option. Right? So 2y square whole power 6. So that means y power 12. Y square power 6. Y power 12 will occur. Y power 8 will not occur. Y power 10 will also not occur. Is it clear? So first you have to check whether that power is occurring or not, and then you have to go for the coefficient. How do you go for the coefficient? By writing the general term. Not the nth term, not the rth term, but r minus 1th term. The general term. General term, x power r, y power n minus r, for x plus y whole power n. Right? This is the general term. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Now another type of question which is extensively asked in your boards is find the middle term of a certain series. God knows why. Now, if I have 13 articles in a line, will I have a middle article or will there be two middle articles? If you have odd terms, you have a single middle article. Okay? So if you have odd terms in the expansion, you will have one middle article, one middle term. And if you have even terms, you will have two middle terms. Now, if I have x plus y power n, n is even, how many middle terms will be there? 1. Why? If n is even, expansion will be n plus 1 terms. Okay? Expansion will have odd terms, hence it will have one middle term. Okay? So when n is even, you have one middle term, and when n is odd, you have two middle terms. Okay? Just tell me, when n is even, what will be which term will be the middle term? N by 2th term, or n by 2th minus 1 term, or n by 2 plus 1 term. Okay? Okay? If you are forgetting in exam, a very easy cross check is a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square, which term is the middle term? The second term. It is second term is the middle term, right? It is 2 by 2 plus 1th term. Right? 1 plus 1th term. Second term. So, n by 2 plus 1th term is the middle term when n is even. It has got only one middle term because they are odd expansions. Okay? And when n is odd, then how many middle terms are there? Two middle terms are there. Which are those two middle terms? This is for even, and for odd, it is n plus 1 by 2 and n plus 3 by 2 or n plus 1 by 2 plus 1. Okay? This and the next term. Right? Right? Like if you have a plus b whole cube, you have 4 terms in the expansion. What are the middle terms? Second and third term. Second term is 3 plus 1 by 2 and fourth term is the next term. Okay, 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. You can write this as n plus 1 by 2 plus 1. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt? So questions based on this will ask. These are very lame questions. Okay. Anyways, what is the general term for this term? The middle term. In case of odd. In case of even. What will be the full term with the coefficient and everything? A plus b whole power n. N is even. Write down the middle term. What will be the middle term? What is the middle term of a plus b whole power n? N is even. What is the middle term? So what is term number n by 2 plus 1 is what? What will it be? NC what? This will be the middle term or not? Why? Just remember very well. One thing you remember very well. Do not forget this. This is equal to this. In any one of that, okay? This is equal to either x power that or y power that, you can write anything. That will be one of the terms. And the other power will be n minus this. Right? Total power has to be this. This has to match that. It will never be that this is r plus 1 and that is r. This has to match that. Is that clear? Is that clear? Second thing you remember very well. If you are talking of r plus 1th term, then it is NCR. R plus 1th term is NCR. I told you before also. R plus 1th term is not NCR plus 1, but only you are making the same mistake again and again. Okay, get the point? So this is the middle term of when n is even. What will be the middle term when n is odd? What will be the middle term of a plus b power n when n is odd? It would be t n plus 1 by 2th term and t n plus 1 by 2 plus 1th term. Right? Right? What would these two terms be? This term would be equal to n, bolo, c n minus 1 by 2th term, minus 2, right? N minus 1 by 2 into blindly a power this thing, b power how much? B power how much?
N minus that.
Huh?
N minus 1 by 2. Yeah.
This has to be equal to that, no addition. N minus 1 plus n plus 1 is that, right? Right. If you see a plus b whole cube, what are the middle terms? A square b and the other one is a b square. The two middle terms have these two coefficients or not? In a plus b whole cube. Okay? So, their powers are not matching when this is odd. Obviously it will not match because there are two different terms in the middle term. And when this is even, the powers are matching. Okay? Like a plus b whole square, you have what in the middle? A power 1 into b power 1. 2 into a power 1, b power 1. Okay? In odd expansion, the middle terms will not have matching powers. It will be 1 here and there. This will be 1 more than this. Right? This power will be 1 more than this, and the next term, this power will be 1 more than that. So what will be the next term? N, C,
N plus 1 by 2.
n plus 1 by 2, which will be equal to n minus 1 by 2. these two are equal or not. Why they are equal? Because NCR is equal to NC n minus R. This is n minus this or not? This and this is equal to that or not? This plus this. 10C3 is equal to 10C7. When this plus this is equal to 10, they are equal or not? So this you write anything, but I will write it properly, n plus 1 by 2. Okay? Because it is n plus 1 by 2 plus 1, so I will have n plus 1 by 2. This and this is same. But the next two terms are not same. It is a power and b power. Again power will be same, the power has got exchanged. Can you see? The powers have got exchanged. Suppose it was n was suppose 11. Then the middle terms will have what powers? Tell me. Suppose it was 11. What will it be?
5 and 6.
Huh?
5 and 6.
5 and 6 and 6 and 5. Right? 5 and 6 and then 6 and 5. Any doubt? Any doubt? Because 11 by 2 is 5 and a half. It will be this side and that side of 5 and a half. 5 and 6, 6 and 5. 5 and 6, 6 and 5. So these are the middle terms. This is very important for your questions only and hardly anything in this. Okay, but they will ask you questions on this. So do not lose marks on these things. Okay? Bolo. Oye madam, orally बताना इतना C, इतना, this is the middle term. Okay? X by 3 plus 9y whole power 10. X by 3 plus 9y whole power 10. Without looking on the board, write in one go. What is the middle term? And read it out. 10c5 x by 3 whole power 5 plus 9y whole power 5. Okay? Not x power 5, y power 5. X by 3 whole power 5, 9y whole power 5. That's the middle term. Okay? You tell me, if it was x power 11, x by 3 plus 9y whole power 11, what are the middle terms? So remember, if it is even powers, both power will be same. Power 10, both will have power 5, power 5. First term power 5, second term power 5. So it will be 10c5. For 11 it will be 10c5, 11c5 and 11c6. With 11c5 you will have the first term power 5, second power 6. And with 11c6 you will have first term power 6, second term power 5. 11c5, 11c6 both are same in value. So same value you will have a power 6, b power 5 and b power 6, a power 5. Right? Any doubt? So that's it. First of all, if 3 terms are given to you, then can you do the expansion? Say if I give you, say I give you 1 plus x minus x square. 1 plus x minus x square whole power 4. 1 plus x minus x square whole power 4. Can you expand and write all the terms? Expanded form? How will you do it?
Take 1. Take 1 by x as one term and x square.
1 by x is not given. 1 plus x.
Yeah, say 1 plus x as one term and minus x as the other term. So expand that and you keep expanding the 1 plus x.
Okay. You have to club 2 terms together and you have to club it very smartly. Whichever gives you a easier expansion. Okay, find out this first. Find the coefficient of x power 20 in the expansion of 1 plus x square whole power 40, 1 plus x square whole power 40 plus, multiplied by, cut out that plus, multiplied by 1 plus x power what was asked? 20. Coefficient of? What is this? This one is what? X square plus this is x plus 1 by x, the whole square, power minus 5 or not? Right? Right? This is a plus b whole square, x plus 1 by x the whole square, right? So this is what? You cross multiply, what is it? X square plus 1 divided by x power minus 10, right? So this power 40 and power minus 10, it is power 30 into x power 10. This is equal to this is equal to this. Any doubt? What is asked? Coefficient of x power 20. X power 10 is already there. That means coefficient of x power 10 in this. Coefficient of x power 10 in this will be coefficient of x power 20 in the whole expansion or not. Why? Coefficient of x power 10 into x power 10, x power 20. So I have to find in this expansion coefficient of x power 10. What is the general term of this expansion? N C R x square power r, x power 2r. Okay? I have to find x power 10. That means r is 5 or not? R is 5 or not? So it is 30 C5 x power 10 into x power 10 outside. So this is your answer. 30 C5 is your answer. Any doubt?